So maybe you're skeptical about brain spotting. And I have shared another video that we are still developing the research on this. We, as in scientists in general, I'm not personally studying it, but if you are skeptical about this, I can say, admittedly, I was too. It sounded a little bit too good to be true. But so I attended my brain spotting phase 1 training. This was via Zoom. So this wasn't even in person in the same room. This was a Zoom session. And one of the mental health professionals there had volunteered to have this applied to her. So the facilitator, like the leader of the group, who's very trained in brain spotting, went through the procedure, found the brain spot, and this person is staring at this brain spot. Well, to be clear, the brain spot is inside the brain. This is the part of your visual field that's associated with the brain spot, but you know what I mean. So she's staring here, and I'm sitting here like, are you really going to make me watch this person stare at a spot with neither of you talking for most of the time for an hour? I mean, what is going on? But as soon as I had that thought, she burst into tears. So I'm like, wow. And she was processing something. I don't want to go into details, but it was something that was relatively, might have appeared small to most people, kind of mundane, but it turned out it was connected to very deep childhood memories and unprocessed trauma and such. So that was another interesting theme from that this can be tied to something seemingly mundane can be tied to very deep emotional experiences. But okay, so maybe this was just one person, maybe it was just placebo effect, right? Then we broke into groups and tried it ourselves. So it was tried on me, and I had a very emotional experience. And no, I didn't burst into tears, but I just don't cry much. That's how I am. But when I applied it to my partner in the training, he was sobbing. And then the second time that we tried it, similar results, because we did 2 trainings with that, the outside window and the internal. And then I tried gaze spotting with the next partner, who was a different person, and she burst into tears too and had a very intense emotional experience. So that is at least 4 people I can talk about. They were, other mental health professionals who were trying this, and we were trying this on each other using, as people who were just starting out learning about this. We just watched a demonstration, then we're trying it on each other, and we still saw very powerful results. So even if the science is a little unclear on the specific mechanics behind this and such, I personally can attest that there's something here. And if you're curious about this, maybe even a little skeptical, I'd recommend trying it. Not necessarily with me. I don't know if you're in the area or if you would just prefer a different provider, but whoever you go with, just find somebody who is qualified to do brain spotting and go for it. See what happens. I really think you won't be disappointed.